Unless you're a large organisation with an HR department and written procedures for interviewing, you, like many employers, will probably just go with what feels right when it comes to interviewing people to come and work for you. Now, this may work some of the time, but here's a couple of tips which might help you ensure you get the best out of the interview and get the right people to come and work for you. Your first tip is be prepared. Read the candidate's CV, make some notes, ensure that the room you're interviewing in is appropriate. This is the first impression they get of you. When it comes to locations for interviews, people generally use a decent office. I had a candidate once who was very surprised to be interviewed in what could only be described as a broom cupboard. Be flexible over your interview times. Most of the people you want to meet will be working. It won't be easy for them to take time off during the day, so you may need to do interviews at the beginning of the day or at the end. Greet them warmly. Appreciate that most people will be nervous at an interview. Put them at their ease before getting on to the serious questions. When you're interviewing people, always use the same format. Ensure you make notes so you can review these later on. Otherwise, you may not remember the candidates after the interview process. And it is an important part of the interview process that you treat everybody equally. Do ensure you let the candidates speak. Candidates will have spent time researching your company, will want to show you what they know, and will have questions that they want to ask you about. I'm in a position where I get feedback from both sides after an interview, and I had one recently. The client was absolutely delighted and really pleased with the candidate and thought they were ideal for the position. When I talked to the candidate, he was a bit surprised because he said he barely had a chance to talk in the interview and really didn't know what they wanted from him. Make the interview process enjoyable. This is the first impression that people are getting of your company. It's really helpful to make people aware of the interview process. Let them know if there's going to be a second meeting, or if you want people to come back for tests, or perhaps an office visit. Make them aware of what is going on. They'll be happier to know that. During the interview, sell your company. Talk about your company culture, your successes, the training offered, benefits that you give to staff, and what your best staff think about you as a company. The interview is a two-way process. They have to want to come and work for you. At the end of the interview, make it clear if you like something. Let them know that you may have other people to see, or that you need to discuss it with other people in the organisation, but if you like them, let them know. If at all possible, try and complete the whole interview process within 2 weeks. This ensures that candidates remain engaged and interested in your organisation and will ensure that you get to employ the people you want to employ. Consider this right at the beginning of your interview process. I had feedback from a candidate once who became more and more confused in the interview about the questions that they were being asked. And it became fairly clear that actually the CV the employer was using was somebody else's. Any questions, any queries, please give me a call. I'm Tony Line from Kent Recruitment Bureau.